fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a flow. Really white like fire. Yeah. Right, rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Like live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, bleeding your time. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's show time.
Strap in, fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a flow. Really white like fire. Yeah. Right rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Like live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, bleeding your time. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's show time.
And welcome back here to Right Rear Racing as we bring you your Dirt Series Indoor Nationals presented by Colbridge Motorsports. It's going to be a 5-week series as tonight we open up with your non-wing micros here at the Tulsa Expo Center. And we're going to have 12 drivers here making the call tonight for your starting lineup. Or making the call for the first night here. As you see, some of these drivers are out there doing some warm-up sessions. We have roughly about 2 more minutes here until we go into our qualifying here for tonight. And for your format for tonight, as you see up there on your screen now, you see the hot laps as everyone's doing them now. We're going to have a 2-lap qualifier for all 12 drivers here tonight, and followed by 2 heat races. We're not going to need a B main tonight. We're going to have a 3-minute warm-up session followed by your 50-lap A main. Again, all 12 drivers will be making the call or making the field tonight for your main event, and that's going to be your format for your indoor nationals. Just seeing there, Brad Allman got a little bit loose on the turn, but he's trying to figure out the track right now as it's still a fresh track. And as these drivers still have roughly 1 minute left of their warm-up session to take a look at the schedule coming up here for your indoor series presented by Colbridge Motorsports for your indoor nationals. It's going to be your wing micros in 2 weeks as we're taking off next week for the Chili Bowl, followed by your pro lates on the 29th of January. On the 5th of February, we're going to have our UMPs, and we're going to conclude the series out with the midgets on the 12th of February. Again, all those broadcasts can be caught right here on Right Rear Racing. As we come to the conclusion of our warm-up session here tonight, as you see, these drivers are all trying to figure out the best line around the track, so that way they can come out here for their qualifying as the checker flags are being flown right now for their practice session. And there is no invert for your heat races for the qualifying. So how they qualify is where they're going to start. Again, it's going to be 2 heat races here tonight. It should be a 6-6 split. And we're going to wait here, figure out who's going out first, as Hunter Bergen and the 19 machine is going out on the track. As you see him coming around turn 1 and 2, coming off turn 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 for his outlap. As he comes off turn number 4, he's going to be getting the green flag for his first lap. He's going to work that middle top of the track there in 1 and 2, come down the back straightaway, going into turn number 3. He's going to work the middle of the track there, come down low, and for his first lap here at the Tulsa Expo Center. Again, I guess that was his outlap there. So here we go with his first lap here as I'm looking at the ticker now. His first lap is going to be a 10:74. Cody Connor is going to top the leaderboard right now with a 10:60. Can the 19 of Hunter Bergen get a quicker lap here on lap number 2? His lap number 2 is going to be a 10:74. Once again, Cody Connor in that 3 machine, he's going to be top of the leaderboard now with a 10:39. Dustin Boggs in the 33 machine, he's made a 10:67 on his first lap. And thank you, Nicholas Moore, for following. And 10:72 on his second lap, as he's not going to get better on his second lap there. Lawson Williams on his first lap got a 10:43 as he's working around. Everyone's being so quick here. Lawson Williams going to top the leaderboard with a 10:21. Brad Allman on his first lap got a 10:27. Here he comes around turn 1 and 2 for his second lap. Make that 3 and 4 for a second lap. He's going to top the leaderboard with a 10:17. We're going to follow along with Scott Colm here on his first lap. Should be a 10:39. That's going to put him 6th on the leaderboard as he hits that inside berm in 1 and 2 and loses it. So he's going to have to settle down with a 6th place finish, or 6th place qualifying right now with a 10:39. Jacob Cannon in the 88 or 28 machine here on the docket here is working his way down the back straightaway for his first lap, working around 3 and 4 as he's coming off turn number 4 for his first lap. His first lap time is going to be and I guess that was his out lap as I was keeping up with him here. And as he's coming off turn 4 for his first lap is going to be a 10:34. That's going to put him 3rd on the leaderboard. He's working his way down the back straightaway for his last time as he's working down low, sliding up just a little bit there off of 4. And his second lap is going to be a 10:47 as he's going to have to settle down with a 10:34 here tonight. We have Brad Allman, Lawson Williams, Jacob Cannon, Dylan McKee, James Colbridge, Cody Connor, Scott Colm, Josh Smith, Jace Reamer, Dustin Boggs, Hunter Bergen, and Cody. And I'm not going to butcher your last name there, Cody. Sorry about that, man. In that 27 machine. That's going to be your qualifying here tonight. And heat race number 1 should be taking the grid here momentarily. And for heat race number 1, for your indoor nationals presented by Colbridge Motorsports, we have Brad Allman in the 9 machine starting on the pole with Jacob Cannon on his outside in the 88. Inside row number 2 has Jamison Colbridge in the 199 with Scott Colm in the 32 on his outside. Row number 3 has Jace Reamer in the 7 machine with Hunter Bergen in the 19 on his outside. Again, this is going to be your non-wing micros here at the Tulsa Expo Center. And for heat race number 1 to get us underway for our indoor nationals presented by Colbridge Motorsports. And so everyone at home knows the rules here with Dirt Series. The initial start is going to be on the iRacing green coming off turn number 4. Once the green flag drops, they can actually hit the hammer. After that, on the restarts, they can fire anywhere from turns 3 all the way up to the green flag. And as they work their way through 1 and 2, Brad Allman and Jacob Cannon, they're going to be side by side going down the back straightaway with a field stacked up behind them, ready to go as they enter turn number 3 here for heat race number 1. As Brad leaves the field, he's going to hit that loud pedal as the green flag drops. He's going to look down low with the 28 of Jacob Cannon is going to be on his outside. They work their way through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway, still side by side battle for the lead as they work their way through 3 and 4. Again, it's going to be a 12-lap heat race here tonight, and Brad's going to slide it just a little bit and maintain that lead through 1 and 2. We got contact between the leaders, and the 199 of Jameson comes right in there. We're going to take another look at it here on Right Rear Racing. As they go into turn number 1, see Brad kind of slide up right there in front of them, no contact there. They work their way off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Once they go down the back straightaway, Brad hits the inside berm. The 28 of Jacob Cannon had nowhere to go, spins Brad out, and the 199 of Jameson comes right in there. And that's going to bring out a caution. That's not the reason why we have the caution. There's another reason behind that one, as I think that was Jace Reamer in that 7 machine, as Brad still maintains the lead. The 28 of Jacob Cannon is going to be second. Jameson is going to be in third. Scott Colm in fourth. Hunter Bergen rounds out your top 5, and Jace Reamer, and that rounds out the field here so far. As they work their way down the front straightaway, Terry Maddox is right there. He's giving them the rolled up green flag. He's ready to go back underway next time around. As they go down the back straightaway into turn number 3, there's Brad Allman hitting that loud pedal and getting us back underway here for heat race number 1. He's going to get a good jump on Jacob Cannon in the field. As he's working his way down the back straightaway, Jacob Cannon is going to be in that 28 machine as he's running second, trying to hold off James Colbridge in that 199 as they work their way down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. As they work their way off turn number 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3, it's still Brad Allman holding about a half-second gap on Jacob Cannon here in your second position. Jameson in that 199 machine, he's trying to reel in Jacob Cannon here as trying to get my bearings here with this tight track. Then Brad Allman coming around turns 3 and 4. He's getting across flags as we're halfway through with heat race number 1. Everyone's kind of spaced out here just a little bit. It's Brad Allman, Jacob Cannon, Jameson Colbridge, and Scott Colm, followed by Jace Reamer in that 7 machine for your top 5. Hunter Bergen in the 19 machine rounds out the field. And Brad Allman's maintaining that half-second gap on Jacob here early on in this race, or in the late stages of this race now, as we're over halfway as they're working their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. There you see Brad's kind of working that middle groove here, middle top groove in 1 and 2, coming down the back straightaway into turn number 3. He's going down low on his entry and sliding up off of 4 and maintaining, or now Jacob Cannon's closed that gap just a little bit as he now has 3/10 of a gap on Brad Allman has 3/10 of a gap on Jacob Cannon. They just received the white flag here. Can Jacob Cannon reel in Brad Allman on this last lap as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3? Brad Allman's going to get a good jump there, or good run there and get first, followed by Jameson, Scott Combe, Jace, Jacob Cannon hit that inside berm. We're going to go back and take another look at it real fast. As you see him coming off turn number 2. Or that's turn number 4. And that's going to conclude heat race number 1, as I was not able to get it up there real quick enough. As we look here for your results, Brad Allman, Jameson, Scott, Jace, Jacob, and Hunter. Heat race number 2, they're lining up now. As everything's froze up on my screen right now. Don't know what's going on here. We have Lawson on the pole, Dylan on his outside in the 12, Cody Connor on the inside row number 2 with Josh Smith on his outside, Dustin Boggs inside row number 3, and Cody on his outside in that 27 machine. Again, I don't know what's going on here while we're under a replay. We're going to try to speed it up here. Try to go live here for you, as they have already completed 1 lap. I don't know, again, I don't know what's going on here. And bear with me 1 second here. We'll be right back trying to figure out what's going on here on my end. And again, I apologize for the hang up here on my end of things, as I don't know what happened there, but we're back up with the field, as they have not completed that many laps here, as we are under caution because Lawson Williams in that 14 machine had ended up spinning out there in turn number 2. Cody Connor is going to be leading the field in his 3 machine. Dylan McKee in 12. The 83 of Josh Smith is going to be in 3rd. In 4th is going to be Dustin Boggs in the 33 machine, followed by the 27 of Cody, and the 14 of Lawson Williams will round out the field. As they just received the rolled up green flag, we're going to go back underway next time around, and once we get back under green, that ticker up top on the left hand side of your screen will get back to the right lap here, as Cody Connor is going to lead us in turn number 3. Halfway through, he's hitting that loud pedal and getting us back underway here, getting a good jump on Dylan McKee in that 12 machine. As the top 2 are trying to run the bottom there in 1 and 2. Josh Smith, he's working the outside there in 1 and 2. Coming off turn number 4 is still Cody Connor in the lead, trying to hold off Dylan McKee in that 12 machine as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. We're going to be halfway through with heat race number 2 here, as Cody Connor still maintaining this lead in 1 and 2. Dylan McKee is right there on top of him, working his way through 3 and 4 with Cody Connor. We're going to go back on board here, or we're going to go on board with Dylan McKee from his overhead view as he's working his way down the back straightaway into turn number 3 here, right there on top of Cody Connor, working his way down into 1. The back road righties are right there cheering them on, telling them let's get going as they work their way into turn number 3. As coming off turn number 4 is still Cody Connor out there in front, maintaining the lead here late in this race as they're coming around turn number 4 here. They're getting the 2 popsicle sticks as we have 2 laps remaining here in heat race number 2. We do have some movement back there in the back between Lawson and Dustin, and as they go in turn number 3, coming off 4, we're getting the white flag as this is the last lap here in heat race number 2. Cody Connor's maintaining the lead. Dylan McKee's right there still working their way through 3 and 4. Give the win to Cody Connor, followed by Dylan McKee and Josh Smith for your top 3. Lawson Williams, he came back and finished fourth in his 14 machine. Dustin Boggs in the 33 rounds out your top five, and Cody in that 27 machine rounds out the field for heat race number 2. Again, sorry for the difficulties there for the first half of the heat race number 2 there, as I believe it's because I was trying to show you what happened to Jacob Cannon in that 28 machine on that last lap of heat race number 1. And I know that timer says 8 minutes up there on the top left-hand side of your screen, but it's going to be about a 3-minute warm-up session here. So if you're tuned in here, go ahead and this is the time to go hit that restroom, get you some popcorn, get you a drink, and get ready for your 50 laps here tonight for your main event with your non-wing micros, as these drivers are ready to put on a show as they're still trying to widen this track out. It's not going to be hugging the bottom with a freight train on the bottom side of the track. And again, I would like to remind everyone that we are off next week for your indoor nationals, and we pick it back up on the 22nd for your winged micro race. Again, that's going to be right here. 12 drivers will make the main event with a 50-lap main event, followed by the Pro Lates on the 29th of January. The UMPs, they hit the track here on the 5th of February. And we round out the Indoor National Series with the midgets right here at the Tulsa Expo on the 12th of February. And if you haven't made your way to the Tulsa Expo for the Tulsa Shootout or the Chili Bowl, I would highly recommend doing that, as it is actually pretty fun to do. I just went there last Saturday for the shootout, and it was a blast, and I would recommend it to anyone. And as we have about 15 seconds left until we move on to our main events, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break myself and get me a drink of water real quick to get ready for this 50-lap race here tonight.
Strap in, fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
And the warm-up session is going to take a little bit longer here as we try to make this track racy and put on a show for all the viewers here on Right Rear Racing. Again, thanks for joining in. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and get notified anytime that we go live right here on Right Rear Racing. And for Dirt Series promotions, sim racing promotions, we will say that they couldn't do it without the sponsors. Finished First Designs, All Out Graphics, and Colbridge Motorsports. If you're interested in sponsoring Dirt Series promotions, they dropped the link here on Facebook. It's going to be www.dirt-series.com. You can reach out to them today about any of the sponsorship opportunities as well. As the checker flag is being thrown by Terry Maddox here, the track is ready to go. As we take an overhead look of the track and your starting lineup for your indoor nationals. Starting on the pole is going to be Brad Allman. On his outside is going to be the number 3 of Cody Connor. Inside row number 2 has Jamison Colbridge in that 199. On his outside is going to be Dylan McKee in the 12. Scott Coleman in the 32. He's going to be inside row number 3 with Josh Smith on his outside in the 83. Row number 4 has Jace Reamer in that 7 machine with Lawson Williams on his outside in the 14. Row number 5 has Jacob Cannon in the 88 machine on the inside with Dustin Boggs on his outside in the 33. Hunter Bugger in the 19 machine and Cody in the 27 machine rounding out the field here for tonight's main event. As the field makes their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. As they come off turn number 4, they should be getting the rolled up green flag here from Terry. Working their way off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. The pace truck has not pulled in, so we are not going our way. And they just received the rolled up green flag this time around. Again, it's going to be Brad Allman and Cody leading the field here to the green. It's going to be at the drop of the green flag. And I guess race control wasn't happy there. Now we are getting the 1 to green, just verified from race control. As they work their way off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, the pace truck has pulled in this time on the back straightaway. As they go into turn number 3, Brad Allman and Cody Connor are set to get us underway here for your indoor nationals, as they're going to hit that loud pedal and get us underway. Cody's going to get a good jump on the outside. Brad's working that bottom, hit that inside berm, help him turn around there in 1 and 2. He's going to maintain that bottom side there going into turn number 3. As they come off turn number 4, he's going to hit that, lead the first lap here. He's going to go up to the top shelf here through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway as he's trying to hold off Cody Connor. Cody Connor's going to go up high there in 3 and 4. He's going to cut it down just a little bit, come off 4. He's going to maintain that outside line there with the back row rowdies all getting excited as they're working their way down the back straightaway, and he's working the outside line as Brad's working bottom there in 1 and 2. Again, these two drivers are working 2 different lines and trying to hold off Dylan McKee in that 12 machine, who's running in 3rd. And Brad's set on sell here as he's already has 3/10 on Cody Connor as they're working their way into turn number 1 and we're already 4 laps in here at your Tulsa Expo. Come off turn number 4, Brad Allman is still maintaining that lead. Cody Connor's there in 2nd. Dylan McKee in 3rd. As Dylan's working the bottom side, he's trying to get a good run. He's going to come back up. We do hear someone. As we still maintain eyes on your top 4 here, as we have Colbridge in that 199. He's running 4th. We're going to go and look at his GoPro here as he's working his way down the front straightaway into turn number 1. He's working that outside groove, trying to get a good run here off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to, looks like he's going to get it just a little bit as he's working middle third and 3 and 4, working his way down the front straightaway into turn number 1. That top side is there for him to get that good run As you see, he didn't change up the line just a little bit there in 1 and 2. We're 10 laps into this event here tonight with their top 4 right here on the screen. We're going to go back out and take a look at Cody Connor as he's kind of reeling in Brad Allman here, and this is heating up for a battle for your lead. We're going to go back to the 5th position as we're going to be side by side. That's going to be Scott Coleman in the 32 trying to hold off Josh Smith in the 83 for the top 5 positions, or 5th position here. As Scott Coleman in the 32, he's going to be cleared of Josh and maintain that 5th position. As we just keep taking laps down here, Jameson's reeled in Dylan McKee there as they work their way down the front straightaway into 1 and 2, and Dylan got a better run there off of turn number 2. Coming in turn number 1 here this time around, it's going to be Brad Allman followed by Cody Connor, Dylan McKee, and Jameson for your top 4, and with Scott Combs right there rounding out your top 5. He's going to be right there on top of Jameson as they work their way up turn 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Jameson's trying to hold off Scott Combs there as Combs is running just a little bit different groove here. He's trying to diamond off the turns 1 and 2. Running the outside line there in 3 and 4, trying to get a good run on Jameson here as they go down the front straightaway into turn number 1. And as they come off turn number 2, we're going to try to find a different angle here as this race is starting to heat up here. And as soon as I go like that, we have Jameson throwing a slide job. He's going to make contact with Dylan McKee. That's going to allow Josh Smith around him as well. But he's back under control here right behind Josh. He's moved back to your 6th position. He's moved from 3rd to 6th on that slide job there. And now he's looking down low on Josh Smith. He's trying to get back into the top 5 as he's going to hit that inside berm, push up, and still did not make contact with Josh as they're still side by side. They're going in 1 and 2. Coming off turn number 2, Josh has the outside line, has a better run as we go into turn number 3. Still side by side. This is battle for 5th on your screen as Dylan McKee is going to get a better run there. And going into turn number 1, he's going to take over your 5th position. We got contact between Josh and Dylan, sending Dylan around, and we're going to have a caution flag coming out. As we go back and take another look at it from a different angle, even though we've seen it live, you see Brad Allman having a big lead right there as Dylan gets a good run here coming off turn number 2, slides right there right up in front of Josh right there, and made contact with Dylan whenever Dylan was trying to turn into the turn number 3 there a little bit earlier than Josh expected. And that's what brings out the first caution here tonight as we are 23 laps down, probably 22 laps down as that ticker has been counting. And it's going to be Brad Allman, Cody Connor, Jameson, Scott Combs, and Jace for your top 5. As it's going to be a single file restart here, as all restarts will be a single file here for your indoor nationals. And their field is ready to go as race control is happy with the lineup. We received the rolled up green flag. We're going to go back underway next time around. The field is going to be led by the number 9A of Brad Allman. He's going to go in turn number 3 here. He can fire at any point. He's going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here for your indoor nationals with your non-wing micros. Going in turn number 1. We're going to be side by side, go for battle for 2nd. There momentarily as they went into turn 1. Cody Connor's working the outside there in 3 and 4, trying to hold off Jameson as he's getting a better run. And we're going to have a battle here for 4th as Jace is working the bottom, Scott's working the outside. We have a slide job and trying to squeeze in there. We're no contact, and we're still under green. Jace is working that bottom side, trying to slide up there and still give room to Jameson and give the 4th position to Jace in that 7 machine. He's running the slider line there just where he was to make that pass on Scott Combs, as it's still your top 3 is going to be Brad, Cody, and Jameson as the 7 of Jace. He's trying to work on the 199 of Jameson. He's looking down low here, going to turn number 1, throwing a slide job, and we're going to have a crossover from Jameson as they come down the back straightaway. Can Jace hold on to it? Here comes another slide job, and did not clear it. Give the third position to Jace in that 7 machine as he's working the outside line there in 1 and 2, working his way down the back straightaway, trying to reel in Cody Connor in that 3 machine as we are 29 laps into your 50-lap main event here tonight, as Jace is coming to life here in that 7 machine. He's moved up 4 spots. Can he reel in Cody Connor and make that pass as he's slightly reeling him in here? He's looking down low, going into turn number 1, throwing a slide job. Here comes a crossover by Cody Connor. Did not get enough momentum as Jason, that 7 machine, has moved up 5 spots now. He's moved up in second. He's trying to close that half-second gap on Brad Allman. He's working that top side there in 3 and 4. Coming down the front straightaway, he's still working that top side through 1 and 2, trying to get a good run here. And now it's a 6/10 of a gap on for Brad and Jace as they work their way down the front straightaway. We go through a little in there, got a little bit crossed up going to turn number 1. That's going to allow Cody Connor to close the gap there as he's working a bit down low, trying to figure out a way to get around Jace here. We're going to have a battle for, I believe that's for 5th, as Dylan McKee has made his way back up from 10th up to the 5th position. And we do have a caution flag coming out, as I believe that is going to be Hunter Bergen, as he's made his way back into the pits as well. As we take a look at what the 19 machine of Hunter, he's made contact with a 33 and 3 and 4 there. Down the front straightaway, working the outside groove there in 1 and 2, and get a little bit too sideways there, and cuts down the track, hits that inside berm, kind of pulls that Kyle Larson move that Kyle did there in the Winged Outlaw just this past weekend, but did not maintain it and pulls into the pits there. And your field's going to look like this with Brad Allman, followed by Jace, Cody Connor, Jameson Colbridge, Scott Combe, Jacob Cannon, Lawson Williams, Cody, Josh Smith, and Dylan McKee. And the person that did not want to see that caution flag come out is going to be your leader, Brad Allman, as he's led it since the drop of the green. As Jace has moved up 5 spots, he's going to be your current hard charger. He's looking to reel in Brad Allman here on this restart. As the pace truck lights go off, we're set to go back under green next time around. Coming off turn 2 down the back straightaway, the field is led by Brad Allman in that 9A machine going into turn number 3. He can fire at any point. He's going to hit that loud pedal and try to get a good jump on Jace as he's leading the field back under green. He's going to work that bottom side and get a good jump, as well as Jace is working the outside line, trying to reel back in Brad here, as Brad got a 7/10 of a gap on Jace in that 7 machine on that restart. As Brad's working that bottom side, it looks like he's coasting along there on that bottom side here, as we have 13 laps remaining here tonight. Had to do some quick math. I can't really do math that well. Got that Oklahoma education as we rank number 50th out of all the states, so bear with me on that one. Brad Allman still leading with the 7 of Jace Reamer in second. Cody Connor is working the outside groove, trying to hold off Jameson Colbridge in that 199. Trying to find some racing here as everyone's kind of spaced out. The 32 of Scott Combe is going to round out your top 5. We do have Jacob Cannon in the 88 machine. He's moved up 3 spots. He's sitting in 6th, and we're going to have a caution flag coming out. As Dylan's right there, checked up just a little bit, coming off 4, going in down the front straightaway into turn number 1, trying to work that bottom groove there. Slides up, does slider line, and someone blinked out there and made contact with the 12 of Dylan McKee. And I think that was Cody that blinked out there. That was not Cody that blinked out. trying to figure out who it was. It was Lawson Williams in that 83 machine, or car number 14. As they come off turn 4, they're receiving the rolled up green flag. We're set to go underway next time around. Again, we're in your closing laps here with Brad Allman leading since the drop of the green. Going into turn number 3, he's going to hit that lob pedal and get a good jump. Jace is right there, timed it a little bit better this time around. Here comes Cody Connor looking down low. He's looking to throw a slide job. I thought he was looking to throw a slide job, but we're side by side down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Jace is still working the outside line. We're going to be side by side going down the front straightaway into turn number 1. We're under 10 laps remaining here tonight with a battle for second on your screen between the 7 and the 3, as the 3 of Cody Connor is working the bottom side, the 7 of Jace working the outside. We're side by side. We have another caution coming out here, as I believe that is on Hunter Bergen. As he's working the outside line there, Lawson's in front of him, blinking just a little bit, and coming off turn number 4, Lawson's going to hit the 33, and Bergen goes up high and enters a little bit high there and spins it around. Again, the field is led by the 9A of Brad Allman. Jace Reamer in that 7 machines moved up 5 spots. He's trying to hold off Cody Connor and that 3 machines who's running 3rd. Jamison Colbridge in that 199 is going to be 4th. And Scott Coleman in the 32 is going to round out your top 5 as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Brad Allman is going to hit that loud pedal here momentarily. He's going to hit it now as Jace's going to get a good jump on him here on the closing laps here. Brad's going to work the bottom side. Jace is going to work the bottom as well. 3, 1, and 2. They're working their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Jace is going to work that bottom side as well and get a good run off of 4 and close that gap on Brad as they're both right there, bottom side of the track. As they come off turn number 4, this time around we see 5 fingers held up as we have 5 laps remaining here in your first race of the Indoor Nationals. And that's going to be another caution coming out here. As the 199 is working the bottom side of the track. See James working the middle. Josh is at the bottom of the track. And made a little bit of contact there. And that's what caused the caution here. As race control figures out the lineup, what we have right now is going to be Brad Allman in the 9, Jace Reamer in the 7, Cody Connor in the 3, Scott Coleman in the 32, 83 of Josh Smith, Jacob Cannon in the 88, Cody in the 27, the 12 of Dylan McKee, the 14 of Lawson, and the 199 of Jamison Colbridge. They just received the rolled up green flag. We're set to go underway next time around, led by Brad Allman in that 9A as he's working his way off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. The field is in a single file restart here, and once we go into turn number 3, anywhere from here to the green flag, we can go back underway, and Brad is hitting that loud pedal once again and getting us back underway for your last 5 laps here tonight. As Brad's working that bottom side, Jason's going to be right there as well, trying to work that bottom side. As they work their way around 1 and 2 down the back straightaway, once again going into turn number 3. As they come off turn number 4, Brad Allman in the field is going to get the popsicle sticks with 2 laps remaining here. And we do have another caution flag coming out. as we take a look at the 28 of Jacob Cannon. He's working the outside there in 1 and 2. Gets right there on the berm. He's good, maintains it. The 12 of Dylan McKee gets loose. The 32 was right there and made a little bit of contact, and that's what brought out the caution. And with 2 laps remaining here, it should be a green-white checkered finish. It's going to be Brad Allman, Jace, Cody, Scott, and Josh for your top 5. Cody in that 27 machine is going to be 6th. Jameson's moved up to the 7th position after going back to 10th on that last restart. Lawson in the 14 machine is going to be in 8th. Dylan McKee in the 12 machine 9th, and Jacob Cannon rounding out the field in your top 10. And the field just received the rolled up green flag. We're about to go back under green as Brad Allman leads the field down off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Again, he can fire at any point from the entry of turn 3 all the way up to the green flag. He's going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway. Jason's going to try to follow suit and get a good jump with these last 2 laps. We do have another caution coming out. I don't know what happened here as we're working way down the back straightaway. Along with Cody Connor in that 3 machine. As we get underway here, going down the front straightaway into turn number 1. I don't think it was with Cody. As the caution flag is coming out right there, we're going to go green next time around. Again, the field is led by Brad Allman, Jason, that 7 and the 3 of Cody Connor is going to be your top 3. We're going to hear from your top 3 finishers at the conclusion of this race. Again, it's going to be a green-white checkered here tonight for another green-white checkered start. As we go down the back straightaway, the field is led by Brad in that 9A, entering turn number 3, trying to hold off Jace as Brad's going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here once again. As he's working the bottom side there in 1 and 2, Jace is going to be right there as well, following the same line, getting a good run. He's going to go back up to the top side there in 3 and 4, getting the white flag this time around on the front straightaway. Jace is trying to throw anything but the kitchen sink at Brad and try to reel him in. That's going to cost him some time as Cody Connor's work right there. Coming off turn number 4 for week number 1 of your indoor nationals. Take the win to Brad Allman, followed by the 7 of Jace Reamer and the 3 of Cody Connor for your top 3. We're going to hear from your top 3 here momentarily once again. And for the rest of your field, Scott Coleman in the 32 is going to finish 4th. Josh Smith in the 83 rounds out your top 5. Cody in the 27 finishes 6th. Jameson Colbridge in the 199, he's going to finish in 7th. Dylan McKee in the 12 machines in 8th. Jacob Cannon in the 88 finishes 9th. Lawson Williams in the 14 finishes 10th. Hunter Bergen in the 19 is going to finish 11th, and Dustin Boggs in the 33 rounds out the field. Again, we're going to hear from your top 3 here momentarily with the hard charger of this race. Again, everything's going to be unofficial. The hard charger of this race will be going to the 6th position of Cody in that 27 machine. As we're waiting for Cody Connor and Jace to come up here for their interview. And we have Cody Connor, your 3rd place finisher. We're going to hear from him first. And Cody, do you got a copy?
Yep, I'm here.
Man, that was basically elbows up type race in there. You seem like you can get the car going on the outside or on the bottom. You enjoyed the outside majority of that race, um, and you held on second for the majority of it, with Jace coming up there and throwing a slide job on you. And then you got that bottom working. What what were you trying there to try to reel him back in and get back to that second position there?
I was slowing the car down so much to run the bottom and just staying in that dirt. And I actually got by him, but then the caution came out and he got the lucky break. And then guess what? He went to the bottom. So it kind of got locked down there at the end. But uh, man, whenever he passed me, I didn't even see it coming. I just seen a flash of white and yellow in my mirror, and I said, "Oh shit, here he comes." I thought he was gonna get Brad too, but not too bad for not playing for about 6 months, so I'll take it.
And with this group of guys, man, it's coming home. Even though we're coming home third on the podium with this group of guys, it's a major feat in itself. I mean, I know you know this because you've been with this with Dirt Series for a while.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially like I don't know Brad. Whenever it's open wheel stuff, he's a force to be reckoned with, and then Colton is too if he would have showed up. But it's cool to run a podium. I don't really get to do that a whole bunch, and I never get to talk. So at least I came back after like 6 month break, and I get to talk to you. So
Yes, sir. And like you said, though, with the you brought up the caution, so we're going to talk about that one. I know that there within the last 10 laps of that race, we had a lot of cautions. Did that mess up your rhythm here late in that race?
no, because I suck so bad at restarts. I just know I suck every time, and I had a couple good ones there. And then that last time, I was starting at third, and Brad uh, was rolling like 5 mile an hour, and it chugged me down so much, so that didn't help nothing. But I don't think I could have got by those guys, and it was just so locked down on the bottom. There wasn't going to be much passing. That's why there's so many wrecks.
Yeah, everyone's trying to move up spots, and like I said, it was kind of locked down. I seen people trying outside and could not move there late in that race.
Yep, it is what it is. It was a pretty good race though, because top came in, bottom was good at first, and then it came back around. So not bad for 12 guys.
No, not at all, man. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Uh, Dirt Hustlers, Dirt Series Promotion for putting this thing on. You for broadcasting it. Besides that, that's about it.
And hopefully we hear back from you in 2 weeks, as we're off next week for the Chili Bowl. And in 2 weeks we take on the Tulsa Expo with the Wing Micros, and we hear back from you again, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to run a series. I got a little baby at home, so that's where my priorities are at. So I got to sneak down here tonight, so we'll see what happens for the rest of the season.
Uh, Totally understandable, man. Family first.
Yep.
And it's good hearing from you, man. And hopefully we do see you for the next 4 races, man.
Yep. Sounds good.
Thanks, man. You have a good night.
See you. You too.
And there you have it, your third place finisher of Cody Connor. We're going to hear from the 7 machine of Jace. Here's next. And Jace, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man. I'm sorry that my mic wasn't working. I haven't set it up yet since the new PC.
Oh, you're all good, man. It's working now. So, man, you moved up 5 spots tonight and came home in second place there. Seemed like you had that slider line working to make that passes. Kind of walk the viewers through the slider line that you're making, where you're making the passes there at, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was just searching. I mean, because obviously when you drop back to ninth with, whatever we had 30 to go is not ideal. So I just kept searching. I knew that I was really fast. I mean, looking at the lap times, I was quicker than almost everyone in the heat and in like some of the warm up. But, I guess just looking around, finally found something to get by people.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you had to throw the slide job to make that pass for majority of the race. You had that outside lane working all the way up to about 10 laps remaining. Then Cody came up there and started trying to make a pass on the bottom. We had a caution flag. Then seemed like he went down to the bottom and right there on Brad. Um, was the track going away up there on the top side late in the race?
Yeah, it definitely was, and I could kind of tell it kind of got junky up there after that caution after the long run. I went back up there on the last lap or two to go or something, and I about spun out just 'cause it was so slick. So yeah, I guess it just went away, but I would catch Brad and then he would pull away. Yeah, it was hats off to him really for winning the race. He knew that it wasn't gonna go or stay up on the top, and he never went up there. He never followed me up there. So I mean, that's good on him because if he would have went up there, who knows what happens. But he obviously knew where the track was gonna be at towards the end.
Yes, sir. And um, coming home second was against these guys. No, it's a major feat. It's nothing to hang your hat up on, um, or head on. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Oh, I mean, not necessarily, just everybody that I guess helps on the real life program. Bo Davis, my dad, J.R. Sartain, Rage Beef Jerky, Idea Tech, all the people that kind of help out on the real stuff. But I don't really have any new or any sponsors on iRacing. I guess Finna Motorsports and Dirt Late Nation are kind of my guys, and also Tim Belong on iRacing. But outside of that, not too many people that sponsor the iRacing stuff.
Yeah, sponsor is a sponsor, especially given acknowledgement, even if it's real life stuff. Again, thanks for taking time to come over here and do the post race interview. Congratulations on second, and hopefully we hear back from you in 2 weeks whenever we do the wing micros here.
Yeah, I mean, I hope to be back. I appreciate the opportunity to get to race with you guys. I thought it was a really good ran event and really fun. So I hope to be back as well.
Yeah. You have a good night, man.
Yep, thank you.
And there you have it, your second place finisher of Jace in that 7 machine. We're going to hear from your winner here, Brad Allman, in that 9A, as he led all 50 laps here tonight. And Brad, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, you led it since the drop of the green, and it seemed like the restarts of just changing up your restarts played a huge factor to maintaining that lead late in the race. Um, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, going early really give me a pretty good launch off the corner, and it kind of bottled everybody else up pretty good. So uh, I had one really bad restart, and the rest I feel like I hit pretty good. And then that last one, I know it was pretty good. So I was able to come across the track and not spin the tires, and just got a good launch off the corner. You had to be down in that brown coming off the corner. You just were going to spin tires, and luckily I hit it good most laps. So
And it seems like you might have watched the flow broadcast of the 55 lap with the non-wings as you were maintaining that bottom groove and didn't really venture out on the outside too much from what I've seen or what I've seen during the broadcast. Um, was the car feeling better down there on the bottom and just hooking up good for you down there?
yeah, if I start getting up on the cushion, it's you never know what's going to happen up there. So uh, if I could stay down low, and rub the berm a little bit, I felt a little bit better there. I felt like my chances were better there, not wrecking, and just everything went good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I did watch the broadcast, but I mean, I ran some practice laps last night, and it kind of did the same thing. It widened out to the middle of the top, and then it just went right back to the bottom. And I knew if I could get down there and run good laps, it was gonna be okay.
And another major thing about the run on the bottom side, you always protect that slider line, and that's what Jace was getting everyone with to make his way back up there, or make his way up there to second.
I mean, you can't, if you don't leave it open, you can't do it clean. So You know, he there at the end he got under me a couple times, and that yellow come out, and you know, he was good, but I was able to be good enough to hold him off. So
Yes, sir. And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
yeah, thanks to my wife and my son for letting me be down here. You know, I've spent quite a bit of time down here the past couple weeks, so thanks to them first. Right Rear Racing for the broadcast. Thank you for everything you're doing. All Out Graphics for making the car look good. Finish First Designs. Colbridge Motorsports for coming on for the series. You know, he stepped it up pretty good for us. And then Josh for running everything here at Dirt Series. Hopefully we'll get a little better turnout the next race, but you know, we got a full field at least, and that's good. So congrats to Jason, congrats to Cody. You know, we all ran a good race up front. We all stayed clean, and it was a good time.
Yes, sir. And again, congratulations on the win here tonight. Hopefully, we hear back from you again in 2 weeks whenever y'all take on the wings here at the Tulsa Expo.
I can't wait.
Yes, sir. And you have a good night, man.
Yep, see it.
And there you have it, your winner of Brad Allman in that 9A car. That's going to conclude tonight's racing events. Again, let me pull the schedule up once again. Again, we're going to be off next week due to the Chili Bowl. So make sure you tune in on Flow next week to watch the Chili Bowl. Then we kick it back off in 2 weeks with the winged micros here at the Tulsa Expo, followed by the Pro Lates on the 29th. UMPs on the 5th, and the Midgets to conclude the series on the 12th of February. Again, thanks to all the sponsors with Dirt Series. This is going to be Finish First Designs, All Out Graphics, and Colbridge Motorsports. And Colbridge Motorsports is your presenting sponsor here for your indoor nationals. As for me on Right Rear Racing, we should be live tomorrow to conclude the Sport Compact Series with Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions if we have 12 drivers making the call. If not, we will be live in 2 weeks for the indoor nationals here with Dirt Series Promotions. Thanks for tuning in here tonight, and we will catch you next time right here on Right Rear Racing.
Checkered flag flying, it's the end of the show. From dirt to the blacktop, we let it all go. Burning rubber, slamming gears, making hearts race. If you miss the heat, catch the highlight, press play. Right rear racing, lights out, that's a wrap. From the front straight to the back, we attacked every lap. Don't blink, don't sleep, we'll be back in your feed with the throttle wide open and a need for speed. The drama, the thrill, the slide jobs and spins. Legends born in the booth and on tracks we win. Facebook, YouTube, hit subscribe and stay loud. We ain't slowing down, just saving it for the next round. Broadcast signed off, but the fire still burns. Catch us next time, where the story continues at full send. Right rear racing, we